All right, all right. First, please excuse my English. It's pretty bad, but I will try to guide you through this amazing painting program that I found. And you have to be patient with my English. My name is Philip, and I found this program through a friend of mine that he pointed me in the right direction. The developer of this app, his name is Wu Jiming. Wu Jiming is right here. Right here is the name. And he is a pleasant guy, eager to help. He has helped me through some points on the app. This is how you're gonna find it on your desktop when you first open it. That's the intro screen, like the nag screen, as developers call it, the nag screen. And now we have it full screen. Okay, this app is a procedural painting app, and what that means is that the brushes are generated while you paint. You can program the brushes. This is in early beta. This is 0.3B. And where can you find it? I will add a link in the description below where you can find it. This is a Windows and Linux application, and the developer mentioned me that he's working on an Android version. The interface is pretty nice. I like the colors. You can customize some stuff. We will see this in a minute. I'm not gonna paint right now. I usually make videos about painting, but I'm gonna give you an intro because I really got lost when I got here for the first time. Nothing that a few hours of clicking around wouldn't solve, but maybe I can help you with that part. Okay, so you click anywhere, pop, and the next screen disappears. You have your main menu here, some lateral bar where you can dock some panels. It's pretty customizable, this app. Okay, let's start over here. Right here we have the panels dialog and some system stuff and the controlling. I'm using my pen. It supports pen, your digitizing pen. That's the circle menu over here. Cancel. This one here. I'm using the pen right now. The digitizing pen is a UG 808. This is compatible with WinTab driver and with Windows Ink. So pretty open. Okay. If you want to configure your pen, the first thing you are gonna go in is to your show user preferences. You can find it here, or you can find it here. We are here on the preferences. Some Some stuff I'm not gonna go step by step of what those everything mean because I don't know, but I will show you what it was important to me when I started using it. One of such was input, and here you have your Wacom devices, your digitizing tablets, and you can have WinTab or Windows Ink. In this case, I am working with Windows WinTab because it supports rotation and pressure on the digitizing. As I mentioned, this is early beta 0.3b, right? Right here in input mapping, you can configure your keyboard shortcuts like so. But something amazing of this app is that everything is data. You have to think in this app about data. So if some keystroke is not here right now, shortcut, you can add a new entry and then you click this down arrow and you have a lot of other values. I guess in the future you will have more. But for example, in here we don't have the pick the color picker. We don't have it here, so it's easy to add. Go here, look for pick, and assign a letter or a key, and there you have it. It's as easy as that. All right. You can have multiple profiles, key mapping profiles, and you can add them here, but this is not gonna be the case, so I'm not gonna do that now. Let's go again to user preferences. You have the theme, you can change the colors. I really don't want to change them because I like them as they are. I have a big thunderstorm going on around here. You might be hearing it. So pretty configurable. Some widgets and how do you like them to be. Keep in mind this is a one-man operation. This app is developed by only one guy, and that guy is Wu Yiming. All right. Okay. Over here we have the right panel. We have some brushes. This is the standard brush. Our brush is called. And over here is your brush size. So we go to number 9. That's brush number 9. As I understand, it can be bigger. You can configure that as far as I understand. We will try that later when we reach the inner depths of this program. Okay, we have a wash dry, we have wash thin, we have wet wash, wash smudge, marker twist, etc., etc. You can try. I will leave you to that, to the exploration. It has a really nice smudgy. It's around here, smudgy. All right. pastel, oil smudge. All right, so this is your brushes and your brush size. Over here we have the layers. Nothing new to that. You can add new layers. Let me find it. Where was that? Um, new layer, right here. Pop, over here with the plus sign. So we have different layers now. Okay. Now, if you start clicking around, you will find yourself having problems to understand how everything is positioned on the on this window. The first thing you need to understand is you can have the panels floating or docked on bars, and let's see the difference over that. And you can have multiple profiles for custom organization. I'm gonna open a new panel. Let's use this one. It's called tools, and these tools is the properties of these brushes. As you can see, if I change them, these tools will be changing. This panel is changing. So if I want to put this on the side, you're just gonna, let me remember this, how was it? 1 second. Because I use different, I think you upscale it, aha. You're gonna maximize it, and this option is gonna appear. And this is asking, where do you want it? So you want it on the center, and it's gonna take up all the center stage, or the lateral. Let's go lateral. And that's it, as easy as that. So let's open another panel, like notes. I'm gonna maximize it, and it's gonna ask me where I'm gonna put it. Inside of the main panel or inside another one, right? So you can nest the panels. So let's put it here. All right. But I don't like panels usually. I prefer them floating. So how are we gonna do that? Let me remember. Yeah. I think I remember. I'm gonna create a new this over here. Let me find myself here. 1 second. Terminal. It has a terminal. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. What I want to do is close the panels, but I don't remember how. So we're gonna find that out together. Let me check this. Canvas, and then maximize it on the center, like so. And then, oh my God, how was it? Maximize. Now, run, restore, fold, wrong. I really don't remember. There you go. You need to fold them. Fold. I think you need to fold them. Fold. No, that's not the way to do it. Empty layout. Aha, there you go. 1 second. I don't know how I did that. All right. So you have, oh, come on. Yeah, empty layout. There you go. Okay. So you empty your, come on. Empty layout. Let's put a canvas here before um, it regrets. Let's see if this worked now. Still buggy. As you can see, this is beta. Yeah, let me restart the app. Don't worry. Mega crash. Yeah, I knew it. Don't worry. Control C, our paint. There we go. And let's try this. New layout. And then we start. I want the canvas, obviously, and I want maximized. So this is all our canvas. And then I'm gonna have my brushes, obviously, over here. And then I'm gonna have my tools, my tool options, my brush options right here. And then I'm gonna have my layers over here. And then what else do I need? You can have your palettes like so. I'm gonna leave it like that. I do like it like this. You have the option to panelize in the lateral docks or have them floating. Now I'm gonna go through the brush editor. And this is where this program shines. This is where it gets crazy. It's nothing new, but it's very well implemented. I like it. So let's start. I want to make a new brush based on the marker, for example. Right? So how do you go to edit it? Obviously, you have some parameters here. You have size offset, transparency, hardness, slender, angle, depth per size, smudge, etc. But you can get into something that's called the node editor. That's what I call it, at least. I think it's called like that, the node editor. And as you can see here, it says use nodes or don't use nodes. If you don't use nodes, it's gonna use these parameters, these basic parameters. But if you use nodes and put here and select here edit, you're gonna be presented to this window. And this is where it gets crazy. So as you can see, we have some options connected to some other options in a very music instrument kind of style, like this, that you connect. You can connect it here or you can connect it here. It's amazing. If you ask me, this is amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate the marker. I want a new brush like so, like the marker to start out with. And to do that, you You have to remember how, right? Right. You're gonna right click into the brush. No, yeah, yeah, duplicate brush. Oop. Duplicate brush. So now I have a maker copy. If I go to maker copy and change some options here just to check, and we switch between brushes, you can see it's the different brush now. If I disconnect something from marker copy, I'm gonna disconnect those, and we go to marker. You can see the both brushes have their node options. Now, I'm gonna, from marker copy, I'm gonna clear everything, and to do that, I'm gonna click this X right here, delete drag, and this one too, and this one too, delete drag. All right, so now I don't have any options as node wise in this brush, but if I go to marker, it has this option. So how do we build a brush? I will start first by adding a rack, and then I'm gonna add a node. Inside this, we have different options like inputs. I have keyboard, controller, some mathematical operations, some color options, some routes, auxiliary, driver, and our paint. And that's what I'm gonna add. I'm gonna from driver, no, from input, no, from our point, from our paint, I'm gonna add brush device, right? And this brush device, what is it? It's the mouse, or the touch, or the pen. I really don't know if it's the mouse and the touch, but I'm certain it's the pen, because that's the options I have in this computer. So these options from the pen input has position, speed, angle, pressure, tilt, twist, and erase. In this case, erase is those pens that has an eraser. The pressure is self-explanatory, the angle, etc., etc. So what I'm gonna do in this exercise with the node editor and the brushes on this app is I want to make a flat brush that change its angle based on the tilt rotation of my pen. All right, so obviously we're gonna need a tilt, right? Or the angle, it depends. This is in beta, and after playing with this a little bit, I found that tilt and angle are quite different. For example, angle is if your pen is a Wacom art pen, it's gonna work perfectly. It's gonna report that data. If your digitizing pen is normal, that data is gonna come from tilt. All right. So what else I'm gonna add? I'm gonna add a mathematical simple operation. I think it is small math. No. I'm lying. I'm lying. I think I'm lying. Yeah, I'm lying. I'm gonna have to that's something the developer should change here, because once you add another node, uh, you can't delete the node itself. Oh, no. Oh, yes, you can. Sorry. All right. So let's add again the node and the math. And then I'm going to insert another rack. So it's placed on the besides the old rack. And I am adding a node. And this is going to be our paint node. And this is going to be a brush settings. So this is the input. This is the device itself, the pen or the mouse. And this is the brush output, the settings, the final settings. So I'm going to add that. So what's going to happen if I connect something to from the input to the output? It's going to pass it through. In this case, don't get confused. The angle is for Wacom art pen. We're going to use the tilt. But also I want to show you another kind of node, add node. We're gonna add an auxiliary one and a visualizer. So if I connect, for example, my speed from my input to the visualizer, this node is gonna show me, I'm gonna move my pen now. As you can see, if I move slow, it goes low or fast, right? That's amazing. But what happens if I connect the pressure? I'm gonna press my pen and it's gonna give you a readout of that pressure, okay? Now let's add a tilt. And as you can see, we have the angle of the pen. I'm moving it in my digitizer right now. This helps you to debug. This is very helpful for debugging, all right? I'm gonna delete this one because it's outside our interest right now. Just wanted to show you how cool this node system is to program your brushes. So whatever you can think of creating in mathematical functions, you can do it. Like you can add an addition, a subtraction, a multiplication, division, tangent, etc., etc. So you can program anything. You can add values. You can, well, you will see right now how I'm gonna implement my rotation pen. So I want to add. Let me think right now. Yeah, I need to add another node. Add another node, and 1 second. No, we have the brush outputs here, obviously. Okay, let me remove this. Let me remove this. I'm trying to, you know what? Ah, there you go. All right. So we have it on the right now. Now, these are my options. And also insert drag. Wait, right. Add node, our paint, brush settings. Okay, I'm, I'm done now. And we're also gonna move this right here. We're gonna add node, a math, a math. Okay, so I'm gonna separate that so you can see the connections. So I'm gonna take my pen tilt information input, right? And I'm gonna send it to the left input of the addition. Let me see if I'm doing this correctly. All right. Then I'm gonna add the original brush options angle right here. And then the output, one second. And then the output is gonna go to the brush output angle. So if I go to my pen, let me check it's working. Right, not working. Let me do something quick. I'm gonna connect it directly, my input to my output. That's strange. And let me get full 100% opaque. All right. Let's add another module color. Okay, it's working now. You can't see on my pen what's really going on, but I'm twisting my pen so I can make it in that angle, or I can start going on the thinner side all around. I don't know if I am explaining myself over there. You can see that's the thin part of the marker, but I can do the same, but in fact, by turning my pen around on its tilt, right? That's amazing. Yeah, I know. Like so. Only fat or only thin. So that way you can go in small spaces to paint like that. Very angled in the corner. Or you can make a small thin detail on your drawing, or you can turn your pen and make it fat, wider, all right? Okay, now, this is perfect, but I want something else out of it. What is that I want? I want that when I change this angle, my initial vertical angle changes from the pen. For example, right now it's connected from the input to the output straight, and if I draw, my thin side of the brush is always gonna be starting in vertical for my hand position. But if I change this angle, it doesn't change that. But if I turn off the nodes, like here, like so, now my starting position is another one. If I change this angle, you will see, let's find the thin side. This is, right now the angle is like this. If I change this angle over here, I'm gonna make the same trace, and it has already changed. You see? It's starting to get wider. And I started like that. So I want to add the angle of my pen, of my input pen, to the angle of the application settings. So that way, when I'm drawing, I can have my brush open, my brush options open, like that. And I will be, if I need to change the angle while drawing, for example, oh no, I need to make this small corner over here, but my hand position is awkward, so I just go and change the angle, like so. This is, I'm using right now the node. I'm not using the nodes, I'm using the brush properties. But I'm turning on the nodes, and now I'm using this system over here. So if I change this angle, it's not gonna change that. Only when my pen changes angle is gonna change. But I want both options. I want to change it here, and I'm wanting to change it on my physical pen over here. Also, to do that, I have to make an addition. I need to add my pen angle plus my settings angle, and I need the result to go to the final output, like so. Let me check this is working. So right now, let me find the thin spot. Okay, so right now, if I paint, I'm gonna be painting on the same angle. This is my angle right now, okay? If I change the angle here, and I paint on the same angle, it has already changed. But if I turn my hand in another position, you can see I am able to also change the angle. This is a very hard exercise to understand because you are not watching my pen move while I do all this stuff. But the objective of this tutorial is to show you the depth of the application and how this node system can help you create the brush of your dreams. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but whatever is possible with these nodes, input, for example, the keyboard, you can add your own keys, shortcut keys to your brush. You can, this one is amazing. This is these are kind of Boolean operations, right? So our app is a very powerful application. It's an application that uses primarily your GPU memory and processor. So you need a GPU. I don't have a a very very powerful graphics card. I have a laptop, a Lenovo laptop with a Radeon processor, and I don't know the name of the graphics card, but it's AMD also. It's working fine. You can use big brushes and big brushes. Where are my brushes? Over here. Let's use a complicated one, like the oil. I think would be complicated, and I think you can uh, push it higher in the size, right? If you make a very huge um, brush, obviously it's gonna lag. This also is infinite canvas application, so you can go here and you can move here and paint all over the place, and you are gonna have an infinite canvas. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it over here. I just wanted to help at least someone over there that is interested in this app and is having some troubles. I would avoid this button over here. It has always caused me some bug, but if you press the square button, this is a cleaner result and you can add your new layout. All right, so just take that into account. Um, and you can find the developer, the owner of this app on Discord, and the website is right below uh, on the description of this video. I hope I didn't confuse you more and that my English was understandable. Um, this is a great app and a great developer that deserve to be known and played with. This app is an absolute joy. It's totally free, open source, and it needs to get out there. People needs to know about this, and we need to support developers like this, independent developers doing applications like this. All right. Thank you very much for your patience and joining me for a little bit. Hope you find this video. I hope this video finds you well, and see you around. Bye bye.